Hello, wonderful family. Another glorious day and another beautiful opportunity to share the word with you. Hallelujah. Today is going to be a quick one, and I'm going to try and equate something. Many of us would have had the opportunity or would have used this device in our cars called navigators, either inbuilt or external devices, um, particularly um, traveling to places we've never been to before, usually on our first time visit. And I want to say from the get go here that it is akin to the way that our Father directs us. Let's give a typical instance. You're going somewhere that you've never been to before by road. You want to drive yourself there. You plot in or you put your coordinates into the navigator, and the navigator now plots out a route for you. And you embark on the journey. It tells you when to start. As you start and you're driving, the navigator is not doesn't speak all the time. Rather, as long as you're following directions, it remains silent. It gives you an instruction and remains silent as long as there is no need to change direction for a particular length of time. So you get an instruction, says go straight for 200 meters and then turn right. As long as you're going straight, if you've not reached that 200 meters mark, the navigator is usually silent. Now, if you get to that point where you to take a turn, the navigator now instructs you again. So in between, the navigator is usually silent. Do you know that that is how God is with us? He gives you an instruction. As long as you're following that instruction, many a times he's silent. There's no need to give you any further instruction. You are obedient, you're willing, and you're obedient, you're going. Now, do you notice that when you take a detour, that the navigator immediately tells you that you've taken a wrong turn, or it tells you that it is recalibrating or recalculating your route, and it now tries to get you back to the original route. That's exactly how our Father also acts. You see, let's assume you're traveling to along a path that, let's say, it says drive straight for five, let's say, 20 kilometers or 20 miles, as the case may be, and you're driving, say, for about you've driven for about 15 kilometers or 15 miles, and you start getting uncomfortable because you're going into territory you've never been to before, and you start wondering, am I sure that the navigator didn't give an instruction that I failed to heed or I failed to hear? I haven't heard from it in a long while. You start getting panicky. You if people are with you in the vehicle and there's been some noise, you want to hush everybody down. I need to listen. I'm getting uncomfortable. I want to hear to make sure I'm not making a mistake. That's the same way it is with us when we're walking with God. But as long as you're on the right route, on the right road, the navigator usually will be silent until the time arises for the next instruction. It won't give you any instruction prior to when that instruction is necessary. That's the same way it is with God. He will not give you any instruction except you either missed it or it is time for a new instruction, at the time to take a new direction where choice is comes into play, where it's time to take a decision. Follow the instruction, the last instruction that was given to you by the navigator, until such a time comes when a new instruction is required. If no instruction has come, it means that no instruction is required. You keep on obeying and following the last set of instructions. Now, if you miss it, not when you miss it, pay attention and heed to the next instruction that the navigator gives you. It is only trying to reroute you to going so that you get to your destination as pre-programmed. That's the same way it is with God. The navigator copied what our Father does. I hope I've made some sense. God bless you guys. Hallelujah.